Hello everyone, welcome to PsychoPsych, a platform where we explore the fascinating world of mental health and well-being. In today's episode, we are going to look at what we call Alzheimer's disease. What is Alzheimer's disease? Alzheimer's disease is a progressive brain condition that slowly destroys memory, thinking ability, and eventually the ability to carry out simple daily tasks. It's the most common cause of dementia. Then, what happens in the brain that causes this Alzheimer's disease? One, clumps between brain cells and also twisted fibers inside brain cells. These changes damage and kill brain cells, causing the brain to shrink over time. Then, what are the common symptoms that when we see those symptoms, we know that it's Alzheimer's disease? At the early stage, one of the symptoms you see is forgetting recent conversations or events, misplacing things, or trouble finding words. An individual that sees these signs, it shows that it is the onset of Alzheimer's disease. One needs to rush to the closest physician in order to start to check and know the next plan of action. Then, as it progresses at what we call middle stage, the person will experience increased confusion, difficulty recognizing people, and problem with language and reasoning. Then, at this second stage, individual find this difficult and encounters this problem at the middle stage. Remember, I say increased confusion, difficulty recognizing people, problems with language and reasoning. So, as it progresses, individual that has this disease experiences these symptoms. Then, at the late stage or the last stage, the individual will begin to experience loss of ability to communicate. There will be need for the individual to be taken care of or need for full-time care. Then there will be changes in behavior and personality of the individual. Then, what are the risk factors? One of the risk factors includes age, which is one of the biggest risk factors. Age. Then, family history or genetics. Then, lifestyle. Lifestyle also causes this Alzheimer's disease. Then, one needs to do what? One needs to take care of diet he or she eats, exercise, and also conditions like diabetes have been found